Hello there, fellow fans of Hollow Knight. Today we're going to be reacting to the casual rundown by Ari and William on the details of Hollow Knight Silksong. So this was the 20-minute dev video that went up with the blog post that announced Hollow Knight Silksong on the 14th of February 2019. Of course, I have watched this before multiple times, but it's been a while, and I have really bad memory issues, so it'll be nice to remind myself of what they said. Anyway, let's get into it. Look at him! Oh. Alright, we are ready, we are cozy. I mean, we're as cozy as we're gonna be. I have a microphone in front of my face and I'm freezing cold, but other than that, I'm ready to go. So let's begin.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Happy Valentine's Day.
I'm William.
The words that we all want this
Team
Valentine's
Cherry
Day.
By now, you would have seen the Silksong reveal trailer.
That's right.
You know, we've been sitting on it for a while.
A few times.
Super excited to finally have everyone, you know, to get it out there so everyone can see it.
Yeah.
And we thought we'd also just do a really quick, really casual video and kind of go into a little more detail about it.
Yeah, that's right. And a lot of these details you may be able to see in posts below you or blog posts. So if you don't have the time, don't feel like you have to tune into us.
But this is not critical information.
No. We are just going to casually reiterate some of these points and maybe have some other little details in there.
Yeah, cool. So, all right. So first,
I mean, we all know anything is better than nothing.
Game. It's a full. Hornet gets her own
game
adventure,
confirmed.
Full game in the sequel to our game Hollow Knight. So this will be our second game.
Oh yeah, because everyone thought it was originally going to be a DLC, and now it's stand.
DLC. So specifically,
they can tell you.
Hornet and what became Hollow Knight Silksong started as a stretch goal on the Kickstarter for the game Hollow Knight,
which is right at the end of 2014.
So a very long time ago. And the goal for that was a playable Hornet, with no real specifics on what that was, other than at the time it seemed very closely connected to that original game. And even we thought it probably was going to be something along those lines.
Yeah, and we did actually kick around some ideas. So, you know, I mean, whether it would be something where you would be able to sort of switch to Hornet between the Knight and the Hornet in the game as part of the main quest, or whether Hornet would have a sort of sub-chapter that you could choose from the title screen, you know, and how that would work, and you know, how we could incorporate some new stuff into the world of Hollow Nest. But yeah, as we sort of kept going and kicking around ideas, the idea of having Hornet go through an adventure in a whole new kingdom actually seemed like a really fun and interesting idea to us.
Way more fun.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was it's probably the biggest motivation was for us to be able to make a new game and a new world and stuff.
Yeah. The other part of that is we have no idea how to make DLC for a game, and it seems like a weirdly complicated thing.
Yeah.
That's probably the lesser reason, though.
Yeah, I feel like I've learned enough about game dev. I didn't know anything.
That's a really funny reason to switch to a standalone game, but I love that.
Breaking it off into its own game seemed like a really cool, clean, nice idea. And so here we are, Hornet in her own game.
Yes.
I feel like DLC also has different expectations.
Growing.
Like people expect it a lot sooner than a standalone game.
Let's talk about it. Do you wanna?
Yeah. So we've got the same text that is out there on the blog and websites and whatnot. So what have we got here? Ascend to the peak of a haunted kingdom. So we're kind of going for like an inversion on the Hollow Knight theme, which really was about descent down lower and lower and lower, and just exploring what different kind of gameplay possibilities exist through that.
Hollow Knight started with a game jam where the theme was beneath the surface, and one of the big theme of Hollow Knight was descending into the depths. And so one of the themes here for Hornet will be ascending to the peak or to the crown of a new kingdom.
That's right. And at the crown, there is this huge, holy sort of citadel that you'll see glimpses of in the trailer and in some of the supporting materials.
And obviously a big part of the game will be finding out why Hornet has been brought to this world, what link she has to the world and to the characters that brought her there.
That's right.
How that ties into, you know, sort of her lineage and her fate, that type of thing.
Cool. Yeah. So let's just run down the game features and we'll just sort of casually talk about them as we go.
We'll go dot by dot.
Let's go dot by dot, sure thing. So, discover a whole new kingdom. Explore coral forests, mossy grottos, gilded cities, and misted moors as you ascend to the shining citadel at the top of the world.
Yeah, there's some stuff that wasn't featured in Hollow Knight that was taken out and put into Silksong. So that's cool.
Team Cherry style,
I mean, they all look
stunning,
beautiful.
Revealed. Yeah, we think there's a really interesting mix of lands, and we think they're really quite distinct Hallownest.
Yeah, so I think it'd be familiar. It's the same, it's the same world, but it's a whole new kingdom. So you will see there's like a lot of surprises there, and it also let us get out some of the ideas that we had for Hallownest and stuff, and to bring them to life.
And frankly, we're already hitting that point where we're like, whoa, is this stuff going to slip into extra content, because we're getting pretty bit full, but, which is not a bad problem to have, certainly.
I mean, the way that sounds
so
is just like...
Action. So, the action in this game...
They probably already have
decent
DLC in mind. Remember with the Hollow Knight DLC, that came out like...
and I think
there was one a few months later, and most of them within like 2 years. So maybe that's why it's taking so long, is that they're not just doing the game, there's DLC in mind as well. You know how they work, it just gets bigger and bigger.
She's got like a slightly different feel.
Sorry,
she's
I took over
them. Maybe a bit more fluid. She's got a little bit more momentum to her stuff. You can see some of that in the trailer. And she's also got her own suite of moves and stuff as well.
I think Hornet's going to suit my playstyle a lot better, as someone who... I love Hades, the game, and I play speed.
That's right, yeah.
Very messy, but I play speed. So I'm excited to do that with Hornet.
The trailer's given us a pretty good opportunity to really kind of play with her a lot and kind of really get to grips with what actually makes her kind of fun and different. So... we think Hornet's very cool, and you'll have fun playing as her.
Absolutely.
I think
so
she's
craft
cool too.
Powerful tools, master an ever-expanding arsenal of weapons, traps, and mechanisms to confound your enemies and explore new heights. So Hornet has her own sort of equipable system, which is a little bit parallel to the Knight's charm system in Hollow Knight. The difference being that she's making these things herself. As she goes. Hornet is a hunter and a protector.
And she can like see moves and then make them her moves.
Very handy.
Yeah,
not everything. They've got that in mind.
Quite complex things. You'll see a small selection of them in the trailer again, and as you go throughout the game, you find and develop more elaborate tools based on the people you meet and the places you go. We think some of them are really cool. It's been really fun for us to, I think, explore a different style.
Yeah, it's a sort of thing that's fun to come up with stuff for as well. So we just keep coming up with weirder and weirder tools until we hit crunch time.
Yeah, there are also some bizarre sort of potential sequence breaking possibilities with some of these.
They already had so much back then, and it's been 5 years.
Stuff you can do.
I
really
want them to do a blog post or a video later on to say, like, look back at this and what changed from then to now, like what they were planning to do and how that changed. That would be so interesting to me.
Hornet will be doing the same sort of thing. It's maybe a little more formalized in a way, in that this world, what should I say, there's a lot of people in this world who have their wishes unfulfilled. And Hornet will actually be able to kind of take on the responsibility of fulfilling those wishes.
Yep.
Which means she'll be able to take on requests from characters. Whether that's saving them, finding something for them. Just
we've seen the kind of quest
food for a recipe for them, that type of thing.
Different type of missions.
Actually, and that will sort of tie in a lot into some of the themes of the game that will come in a bit later. But
that's right. And there's a full quest log for Hornet, so she can.
Do we know if there's like a rep
as
system if you do certain quests
and we're really
for
trying to
certain
make sure
people?
that a lot of those quests will twist in interesting and unexpected ways.
And that you'll be doing like a decent variety of stuff, and that it's an opportunity for us to.
There's a lot more side stuff basically.
Kind of revisit characters or revisit areas or revisit enemies and battles in what would be kind of like a variety of interesting ways. Hopefully.
Yes. Okay, face over 150 all-new foes, beasts and hunters, assassins and kings, monsters and knights. Defeat them all with bravery and skill. So, with Hollow Knight, we were released with around 140 enemies, and we thought we should at least try and beat that. So
every subsequent game we make will have slightly more enemies.
Don't hold us to that. But
Don't
certainly
say that.
it
Don't
is
set
obviously
expectations.
something that we really love doing. And we are overflowing with ideas for these things. So 150 is not. It's certainly.
We're
not,
getting there.
It's not a hard.
We're on the
it's
way.
not a hard target for us to meet.
I think they have since confirmed it's more than
We
that.
make 50 different gorgeous variations of every enemy.
Yeah,
Nah,
hopefully we will
ones.
try and avoid recolors and things like that, which
No.
not quite as exciting.
Experience a stunning orchestral score. So, fan favorite Chris Larkin, the composer for Hollow Knight, is returning. He's been with us since.
And there's
Hollow
two
Knight has
songs
been
right now that you
working
can go
on
listen to
Silksong
if you haven't already.
Since it was
It's
conceived. One of the
Bone
very,
Bottom
very
one,
first
I
things
think,
he
and
did was compose this
Lace?
Silksong theme, which you can hear a bit of in the trailer in the middle section, and also there's a little excerpt on the Silksong, HollowKnightSilksong.com site, which we probably should have mentioned. There is a HollowKnightSilksong.com is the website, so you can check that out. That has,
Last time I
has
checked the
trailer,
website, they
has
hadn't
some more-
updated
pretty
it to
much what we're
say
going through here, and some
2024
nice
at the bottom.
screenshots.
So now I'm going to
Yes,
quickly
that's
do
true.
that.
And yeah, Chris has gone really, really far for the music and sound for Silksong. Obviously, like as has been said, this is a world that really is highly linked with song and music, and that's that's making him really work.
No,
to
it's
that extra level
still
to bring it to
2023.
life
I haven't
and
updated it.
to make it feel like that theme is delivered upon.
Maybe that is worth mentioning because we haven't. So the name of the game is Silksong, and we haven't. We sort of the two kind of powerful forces of the world, and when you'll learn a little bit more as we go of this new world are silk and song. So
He said it. He said it, guys. He said the
Yeah,
thing.
it's a world ruled by silk and song, you could say, and how that comes into it. Well,
Yes, true.
those are the two big themes.
So
of the game.
we have this also obviously have this incredible suite of music that Chris has already constructed.
Yep. Yeah, it's good. It's very good stuff.
And you will eventually, hopefully sooner rather than later, get to hear it in the game. All right, and the last point we
Sooner
have
rather
here is
than
Challenge
later.
Silk Soul mode. Once you come
we've
to
got
the
two
game,
songs, we've got
test
two
your
songs.
skills in an all-new mode that spins the game into a unique, challenging experience. So for Hollow Knight, we had Steel Soul mode.
Yeah, I haven't quite.
Was
I'm not
largely
that
a
good at video
permadeath mode
games.
with some very small tweaks.
I wish I
to it.
was.
It's like an extra challenge for people.
If you're able to do it, congratulations. I'm very jealous, but I'm just not good. I'm very passionate about the game.
And
That
this time,
doesn't make me good at it.
we're going to try and take that and just go a step further and
Oh,
mix it up a
God.
little bit and give you something that potentially can last a little longer. We haven't. That's
That is another fresh experience.
yes.
as
So
well.
we haven't implemented this mode yet. We know what it is. We think it sounds really cool. We obviously
We'll have to play it,
Yeah,
so
we
we
have to
hopefully
finish
it's
this
good.
stuff ourselves. So good luck
to us.
to us. Yeah, to you, William, and then to me.
They know that you guys
Cool.
are just too
Yeah,
good at
okay.
this game, and you
right,
just
so we
immediately
talked
cleared
about
all of the
the
challenges in Hollow Knight.
platforms. So for the launch of Silksong, we're targeting desktop platforms. So that's Windows, Mac, and Linux. On which storefronts? So Steam, Humble, GOG.
Yeah, all our regular
Yeah.
places.
Yeah. And as well as the Nintendo Switch.
Yes, at launch. So this is the first time we've ever actually done a console launch for a game. So that'll be an exciting, scary new thing. But obviously, the Nintendo folks have been great, and they've been really supportive of this whole thing the whole way. So I think we're all really excited to see it on there. We've gained so many new followers and fans thanks to that Switch version.
And obviously, like,
And we think it's such a great fit.
don't think they're covering this
For
because
the,
obviously we find
for the
out later
console.
it's coming to
We should
Xbox
just
with
say
Game Pass
we
day
haven't
one,
we haven't confirmed
PlayStation
other
4
consoles.
and PlayStation
That's
5.
not-
Now it's
that's
confirmed.
Just because it's just the three of us. It's just myself and William and Jack, and we don't want to just dive.
Small
We don't want
team.
to start
Overcommitting,
diving into
yeah,
things
that makes sense.
If that are probably
They have been busy.
Okay.
Like you
Yeah, I
can't
think
deny
basically
that
we
they've
can't-
been
we can't
busy.
confirm any other platforms at launch, but we'd love more platforms. Whether that's at launch or not, we're not sure. So we'll just keep talking about it as we go.
Exactly.
Basically. Website. So yeah, with HollowKnightSilksong.com.
We'll just
is the
keep
official
talking.
site. There is
I
a
mean,
press kit
no,
there,
they
so
did,
if you
I
want
guess.
to write about,
We do
the
know that
game,
they're coming to the
or
other
just wanna see
consoles,
some
I guess.
character art.
So
I think there's
didn't lie.
maybe one character in there that's not in the trailer. Oh no, there isn't.
Maybe not. We've just
but,
put a small. Yeah, it's a cut down press kit for now, which is just a
Some screenshots in there. I see.
screenshots, all that kind of stuff, and that will expand as we get closer to launch, and obviously past launch as well.
We also did add.
I haven't checked recently if they've
teamcherry.com.au,
updated
like our main site with our blog. There
their
is a
press
new
kit.
FAQ page on there, just because.
I don't think they have,
wanted
but
to clear up a few
I will
things
check.
That we get asked a lot.
Yep.
One of those things is our streaming policy. So our streaming policy is very simple: just stream whatever you want, basically, and you can monetize it. You can make YouTube videos.
That's what I'm doing right
There's
now.
Nothing you can't do, right?
Yep. We
yeah.
love seeing that
Yeah,
stuff.
monetize,
Do
yeah,
as much as you want,
ads, stream donations, whatever. Go for it. There's no limit there.
Yes, but we also did add the creator policy because we get asked this a lot. And this is if you're a convention goer and an artist and you want to sell small runs of prints or handcrafted items.
So this is fan merch we're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, that are Hollow Knight related. Pretty much same rules apply. Go for it. Just be sensible about it.
Yeah.
And don't do anything that is mass manufactured. So within those, within a small like contained situation, we love that and we love seeing that and we obviously love seeing a lot.
That's
of
how it should
sort of
be.
come out
That's
around
how
Hollow
it
Knight
should
and
be
being
for every
inspired by the game. For the real specifics on that, check out teamcherry.com.au. Go to the FAQ. All the details are there.
Yeah, hopefully it should be pretty clear. I know if we've tried to be pretty thorough, but if there's something that maybe doesn't make sense, let us know. We can always update that.
Yep.
If there's any confusion.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
So,
So how do we let them know? No, I'm not going to message them because
Yes,
that's
so
weird.
this is our last point.
That would be weird. Please do not take that as advice. Do not message them at all.
So if you don't, if you
Let them
don't
cook.
at the back, you don't have to listen
That
to
is
the
exactly
video.
it.
We're
This is exactly what
we're
we're
not
getting
saying
to.
anything more about the game.
Yeah. So Hollow Knight and now Hollow Knight Silksong all happened thanks to 2,158 backers on Kickstarter and some other backers, some later backers on PayPal and various other means. And so the important thing to say is to all those backers, thank you so much. Of course, we get to do this because of you.
It makes me so sad that I am just the worst
and
at keeping
Silksong,
up with anything
the
on
Hollow Knight Silksong
Kickstarter,
is
so I never
gonna be 100%
kickstart
free
anything.
for you,
And then
for
I
all
find
of
out
you.
later
You'll
it was
get a copy of
Kickstarter, and I'm
that.
like, oh no.
So everyone who backed Hollow Knight
Yes.
and everyone who received a key for Hollow Knight, is that just a screen going to slip?
I would hope so. I believe it is.
Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll be getting a copy of Hornet of Hollow Knight Silksong.
Yes, that is true. And just as a small
Except the PayPal backers
addition to
aren't,
that,
I think.
previously $15 and above backers could receive a copy of Hollow Knight on Switch. Times have sort of changed now, and the Switch is really an established platform, and we know that, and we know a lot of you have probably picked those up. So any backer from $10 and above can elect to have their copy of Hollow Knight Silksong on Switch or PC.
Yep. A lot of backers, I can't remember which tier was the lowest one, but there's a sort of the higher end backers could get multiple copies of Hollow Knight.
Yep.
I think there's a tier we could get 3, then 7, then maybe more. I can't remember. But so the point is, if you backed at a tier in the Kickstarter that gave you multiple Hollow Knight keys,
If I had a time
then you
machine,
also get
I would
that
just go,
amount of
well, I mean,
Hollow
there's
Knight
lots of things I would do,
keys.
let's be honest.
The only little
Especially
detail there
money-wise.
is that
But I
we
would
are
also want to go
limiting,
back and just throw
Switch
a lot of
keys to
money at
1
them.
per backer. So basically, the way you think about it is,
I want one of the
every
big,
backer
I want
gets
to make
one
my own
key
character
for
and
Switch,
stuff.
and then any additional keys that backer gets can be for PC, Mac, or Linux.
Be so cool.
And of course, if you don't want any Switch keys, then you can get all PC, Mac, and Linux.
Yes, a little bit confusing.
Just
but
a
basically
cute
the same
little bug
situation.
Sophie who's full
Exactly
of
the
hope
same as
and
with
excitement.
Hollow Knight,
And everyone gets
original
really
game,
annoyed at her
so
for that, but
Yeah,
You
and
guys
we'll
should all
be-
know how that.
Yeah, sorry. And I was going to say, don't worry about it. Yeah, like, as we get closer to release, we'll start contacting people. And
Yes.
we'll start sorting that out.
Yes.
And we'll actually write all this down in a way that it makes it very clear what you can get and what you can ask for.
That's right. All PC copies will come as a Steam key and a DRM-free version, as with Hollow Knight.
And Mac and Linux.
And
Yep.
yes, and Steam versions are Windows, Mac, and Linux.
Yep.
And then the last note here is Hollow Knight Silksong actually incorporates another big chunk of higher tier backer content. So content that we've worked with backers to develop. So new bosses, some dungeons, and a town. Some of that we haven't revealed yet.
see, this
Some
is
of-
what I
there
would
are some
love
hints
to
that
do.
stuff in the trailer.
Yeah. You can maybe guess at which characters and which locations
Yes.
in the
If there's
trailer
a
are backer.
Third
backer
game
content.
or
Yes.
Faceless Fox or anything, I'm
There's
just
some
going to
very
be
cool
like,
stuff. We
please,
actually
I
think
beg you,
making
let
some
me
of
do
the backer
something.
Stuff is some of the most enjoyable
I will
content, 'cause
throw
we get
money
all
at
these-
you.
We get these outside ideas
Yeah,
that
it's
we
really-
can bounce around, and that's really fun.
It's really
I will
good
put
to
myself
see
in debt.
taking
No, I won't put
those
myself in
ideas
debt.
and building something on
Yeah.
it.
I'll think
Good.
about it.
Yeah, so you can look forward to that in
Yes.
Silksong.
And if you are one of those backers, a few of those high tier backers we haven't spoken to recently, we will be speaking to you soon, so don't worry, you will hear from us.
Yeah.
I wonder when the last time those backers heard from them. Obviously, they're probably told to keep quiet. There's NDAs and stuff, so I don't expect to hear anything. But it's just, it would be interesting to know.
Maybe
after it releases.
Kept everything on the down low, being sneaky.
That's what they do.
That's
what they do. God, I hope we get another one of these. I hope we get another one of these like soon. I'm still like, I'm so positive about 2024.
And also
so
now that
positive.
it's out there, we can talk a bit more about it as well. So what we'd like to do is, as we go forward, just have some more kind of blog updates and stuff.
No,
and,
no,
show
don't.
some bits and pieces
Don't.
as we go through the year.
Yep. Brilliant.
Cool.
Happy Valentine's, everyone.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Cheers. See ya.
What a note to end on. We want to do more blog posts. They did do a couple more. I think it was quite literally like 2 more after that. And that was it? No, it was 3 more because it was the post E3 wrap and it was also the late anniversary one. And then it was the holiday sign off and that was the last blog post and it was that year. And then they've been quiet. And as I said, they like to keep it quiet and on the down low. Some people, a lot of you have thoughts about that. I know. And it's all valid, but I cannot wait to get more information from them, more blog posts, more videos like this. I love just hearing the little details, even if it's not even telling us that much about the game. I just, it's nice. Like, even if it's just their, development process, it's all good. I will consume that content. Well, that was really fun listening to that again. Yeah, kind of sad now, but still positive about 2024. Like I said, I'm just, call me crazy, call me a clown, as much as you want. I don't mind. I will be just that one leftover, standing by themselves Hollow Knight fan with all of the hope, just like, it's coming soon, we're gonna get something. That's me. Anyway, thank you guys for watching along with me, and I'll see you in the next one.